Peace. What up, the almighty supreme Mr. Wiggles here for another Black Book Journal. And I got a new topic for y'all. And it's called The World is a Ghetto. The world is a ghetto. Takes one bomb and boom, God forbid. So the piece I'm going to do right now is ghetto.
Ha Stay hold go. Rock steady, baby. We got this. What up, Zeus? 2005 and better, baby.
Se jodió. Bronx boricua, así, dale, así. Porter rock, shot the scene like a Porter Glock. At my Porter block, chavo, I Porter clock like a Rolex. Roll the Lex down Lexington. 5 Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and Mexicans. Fuck the rolls, there's hoes in Spanish, Harlem. Mac gats and bats, so no one harm them. 106 and Park after dark, got sharks, fuck the jets, they soft like the Mets. So bounce like the Nets, I'm a fan of boxeo. Man, knuckle blows to your nose like yayo. Hey yo, que lo que te pasa con este.
Born in Spanish Harlem, raised in the Bronx. That's the real story of Mr. Wiggles. In case you didn't know. Spanish Harlem was a trip. I grew up in the same neighborhood where they shot West Side Story at. Same hood. Spanish Harlem. I was raised around between 103rd and Lexington and Park, all the way up to 106 or 110. That's where my mom worked. In the program down there. Grew up in the projects. I spent 5 years in Spanish Harlem. Got evicted and ended up in the Bronx. Now, I lived on Tremont by Echo Park. And it was like going to the dungeon. And when you enter the dungeon, outlaws were everywhere, and you see bats, 007s, you see zip guns. When they would have rumbles, I would go to Echo Park, and me and my boys would pick up weapons. Some of them had a little blood on it. We'd pick up 007s, nunchucks, switchblades. They'd be all over the park, scattered. You know, they give us a curfew, and when there's a curfew, you gotta be home at a certain time. Once the curfew starts, you could hear shit. You could hear running up and down the street. You could hear everything.
My long road to glory didn't come without pain and suffering and more pain, but with no shame. I still remain the same. Never changed my getaways, though I seen better days. But Saturdays seem more abundant, so that's how I choose to run it. Been hunted, yeah, that hunted those that hunted me. Although I never chose to please sometimes, that's just how it had to be. Been around the street so long that ghetto law was understood. And if you live by the hood, you might end up under the hood. I couldn't see myself laid out on the pavement like that shorty that had a hole in his neck, providing people's entertainment. I stood and watched the blood pour out his head. The summer sunlight glimmered off his wound, his flesh sparkled with red. I stared at him so hard until I saw myself in my health. Yet I was only 10, but that meant nothing back then. Since then I've been chased at and shot at, and I copped this and I sold that and I stole that. And you got an itch, so I hold that and I pull back. Cause if you knew why
it happened. There were shootouts in the schools though, a lot. That shit that happens in Columbine happened in the Bronx every time.
Seen the aftermath of bloodbaths on borderlines and how they got us killing each other was their divine design in my school. That Columbine shit happened all the time, but perpetrators of these crimes never face no jail time, not even a fine. I hung with killers and muggers, thuggers, and snipers.
But then I moved to Longwood Avenue, Fox. And that's where it was like a Nightmare on Elm Street. That shit was a living hell. Longwood and Fox, that's where the buildings are burnt down. A lot of people are going to tell you they're from the Bronx. They're going to act like they're from the part I'm from, but they're not. Not everybody's from my neighborhood. From Hunts Point to Longwood to Brook, Cypress. We call that area Fort Apache, the Bronx.
Take a look around. South Boogie, South Bronx. Take a look around my hood, see these buildings still standing. When these buildings was abandoned, gunshots were man random. That's why this week can stand it. Ghetto life was demanded. You catch your last breath, life and death went hand in hand. When the blueprints was laid down, the Bronx was a made town. Figures disrespect our playground, they got sprayed out. Other verbals post up in our jam, it got gritty. Cause Stick Up City had no pity on these kiddies. When they came, they looked fly, but when they left, they looked shitty. With no shirts on their back and no Adidas on their piggies. When the nation was Zulu, Casanova was all over. If they played Baby Hugh, we best to hope he's still sober. Bronx River Boys Club and over the door, jams was mad packed, but the party wasn't over till the Vicks put their victims. They used their night to stick them. Now they wish they never came, but there's no one else to blame. So
look up the movie Fort Apache because of the precinct. That precinct they labeled Fort Apache because how wild it was. They talked about the gang truce and how we stopped the violence in 1974, but somebody forgot to tell the motherfuckers in this neighborhood. I witnessed countless murders since I was a kid, you know. I was witness to a kid getting his head blown off on one corner on Longwood, and then on another corner on Longwood, I witnessed a whole store get shot up, men running out the store and falling on us practically, and the gunshots skimming our head, and we were just kids. And every day is a gunshot. You go to sleep, the gunshots. You go to sleep to congas, dudes playing the drum, or if you're lucky, a jam, a late night jam. And I'm talking mid to late 70s. When you wake up in the morning, you see the blood. You go into school, and they'll pick up the body, but they don't pick up the blood. Man, there was other times where people that we knew, you walk past them and you say, what's up? And you know, carry on with your walk. Then you hit a gunshot and you walk back and there they are. They're right there on the floor. They're gone. And it's still happening today. It hasn't stopped. Killings and murders in my neighborhood still go. My mom still lives there, my sister. The buildings were so torn down and burnt that they would never fix the buildings. What they would do is there'll be one part standing from the building and the rest will be rubble. They'll prop it up like a prop on a set of a movie set. They'll prop up the ends of the buildings that are facing the highway so that when people are going uptown or to their houses upstate, the beautiful rich neighborhoods, they gotta pass our neighborhood. So they'll prop up the wall that's standing and they'll sandblast the side facing the highway and even paint window shades and flower pots and make it look real pretty. That was their solution before hip hop blew up. And we had to play in that shit. We would play in these buildings. And you playing in the buildings and you playing tag and Ringo Libya and you fall through the ceiling. And you end up in the next floor and you just keep playing and shit. And they left black and Latinos in there. We were stuck in these hoods. And rather than keeping them nice for us, because we were moved in, they thought there goes the neighborhood. They're like, we'll burn the shit down and take all the money with us. And a lot of people did that, man. They left us like that. They left us living like that. Like animals. It was really rough, man, because we had good, hard-working people in these hoods, you know, that had to suffer through all this crazy shit. Episode right there. I rocked a little ghetto piece for you. And hope y'all like that. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Check out wigz.biz, wigsandco.com, but get on the Mr. Wiggles Hip Hop Patreon. The link will be here. If you can't find it, hit me up, info@wigz.biz, and I'll send you the link. It's going to be the best community I ever created. I've been creating communities for a long time, and this is going to be the most bomb community I ever made. I'm throwing so much content in my Patreon channel, and I'll be also offering workshops that you can join or you can win. I'll have battles in my Patreon channel. I'm going to have live talk, Q&As. I'm going to judge other people's battles for y'all. Y'all post up a battle or one of your footage. I'm going to judge it for you and tell you my opinion. And it's going to be private, no trolling, none of that bullshit, no negativity, straight up building. So see y'all there. God bless. Catch y'all in the next episode.